Yeah, hey fellas. Greg at Clearwater 124 again. I have for you tonight a scale auto that I built from a white kit. It's a 1949 Maserati that ran Grand Prix and Formula races back in the day. I think they began in 48 and ran into the early 50s with this style car. As a kit, it's simple, very simple to build. Doesn't come with any instructions, but you really don't need them. The only two things I didn't like particularly was I don't like the interior thing they sent. It was just I forget what you call it. It's a very flimsy plastic. You cut it to fit. You know, with all the other effort they went to in making this, they could have gone a little bit further and made a real interior for it, I think. Um, Another thing I didn't like is the motor mount screws you have to install in the start of the motor. The motor screws are very small and they're an odd size. That was a pain in the butt. It doesn't come with a windshield. Um, but Husey did a video. He built one of these. I don't think it was the Maserati, it was another one. And he just took a blister pack, something like this kind of stuff, and cut a windshield out of it and glued it in. I may give that a try in the morning. There is a little place with a groove there. I don't know how. It's not very deep. I don't know how well that would work, but I may give it a try. I would just hate to mess up the paint trying to glue something that's not going to look right in there anyways. But I'll run a few laps with it. It's a skate. They're very interesting. It's a metal chassis, and it's spring loaded both front and rear. The chassis does float. See that movement? Front and rear. So I don't know. The tires are treaded. I don't know how well you can see them. My cameras that really aren't good for this close-up stuff like this. They have a tread on them. I'm going to measure them and see if I can get some Paul gauge tires for it, which would be kind of cool. Yeah, they look similar in size to some of the Paul gauge, so I'm gonna give that a try. All right, make sure I'm on analog. I am. Before you turn on your power supply, that's always a good thing to check. And we'll run around for a few laps. I ran a few this afternoon when I got it all put together, but only 4 or 5. I don't think with those tires it's going to set any lap records, but it goes pretty good. And that's the first time I've had it off the track, naturally. And of course, it always comes off the furthest away from where I can reach. Cool looking car. I will probably move this out of the way. I will probably get another one. This is a Maserati. I'll get something else. So I have an in-class car to run with it. Wow, you're not a very good driver. Better go to Kmart. Get your license revoked. So this was kind of two builds in a row that came pretty quick. Of course, this wasn't much of a build, really. But I did that 37 Chevy, and while I was just finishing that up, this showed up. So this was what took the most time on this was the paint. I got 3 coats of paint and 4 coats of clear on it after I put the decals on. I'll tell you, I'm having a good time with my airbrush now that I've got it figured out. That Kaleido paint is excellent. You don't have to thin it. The clear works great. And I guess they have a high gloss clear. What I have is just the gloss. I don't know, it looks pretty good to me. Yeah, it took me a while to figure the airbrush out. And it takes a little while to clean them. And you got to clean them right away because you don't want the paint drying in the gun. But I think the results are worth a little bit of effort. And it really doesn't take that long to clean them afterwards, once you get used to it. But I don't know. I think the paint on that's pretty good. There's no runs, there's no drips. Anybody that's into open wheel cars, I would recommend these kits. This is 1/24 scale, metal chassis, no magnet, rubber tires. I think it's a high quality item. It's not cheap. Scale Auto was really up their game. I like it. Like I said, I'll probably get another one. So I have a pair. If anybody has any questions about them, leave me a comment down there in the comment section down here in the bottom, down the bottom of this thing. And I'll see if I can answer it for you or give you any suggestions or point you in the right directions. There's quite a few places that carry them. There's a large variance in price, huge. So I would encourage you to shop. All right, Ray from Clearwater 124 signing off again. Thanks for coming by, and I'll see you on the next video.